Okay, be honest. How many drawings have you ruined by hiding the hands behind a back, in a pocket, or just conveniently out of frame? Yeah, we've all done this. Fingers going in 11 different directions. Looks more like a claw trying to order coffee than an actual hand. And you just sit there like, how do people make these? Here's the good news. Hands are not actually that hard. They just get taught wrong. Most tutorials throw full skeletal anatomy at you on video 1, like you're about to perform surgery instead of draw a peace sign. That's why hands feel impossible. Honestly, I avoided drawing hands for probably 2 years. Every single character I drew somehow had a reason to be holding something behind their back, or standing with their arms crossed, or just conveniently cropped out of frame at the wrist. My characters had a lot of very mysterious hand situations going on. Today, we're doing it the easy way. Real quick, a hand is basically 2 simple shapes. A rounded box for the palm, and a triangular wedge shape for the fingers to fan out from. That's it. Forget bones for now. Forget muscles. We're building this thing out of shapes, like a very committed potato. Palm first. Doesn't need to be a perfect square. Hands are actually a little rounded, a little tapered near the wrist. Now, here's a mistake I used to make constantly. I'd draw all 4 fingers as basically the same length, all lined up like a fence. Very uniform. Very robotic. Nobody's hand looks like that. Unless you, I don't know, a mannequin having a bad day. If you draw them all flat and even like that, the whole hand reads as stiff and fake before you've even added anything else. Your middle finger's the longest, and they all sit on a soft curve, not a straight line. That curve alone is what makes a hand look like it belongs to an actual person. Each finger's basically 3 little segments, getting slightly shorter as you go up. You don't need perfect cylinders, just keep getting shorter in your head, and you're already ahead of past me. Okay, now the thumb. Biggest beginner trap. The thumb does not come off the same line as the fingers. It sits lower, closer to the wrist, sticking out at an angle, almost opposite the fingers. If you draw it coming off the same row as everything else, congratulations, you've drawn a mitten. That's usually the why does this look like a clue problem, right there. One more thing before we move on. Hands are almost never fully flat and straight in real drawings. A tiny bit of curl, a little overlap between fingers, that's what makes it look natural, instead of a stiff mannequin hand doing a very awkward wave. Now, some of you are probably wondering, okay, but what about drawing the hand from a different angle, not just flat on like this? Fake question. The good news is, the same shapes still apply. You're just tilting the box and the wedge in perspective. Picture that same rounded palm box, but now it's turned slightly, like you're looking at it from the side. The fingers still fan from that same wedge shape. Closer fingers look a little shorter and wider than the ones farther away. Don't stress perfect perspective right now. Just knowing that the same shapes rotate with the hand, rather than needing entirely different rules, already puts you ahead of most beginners. Okay, now that we've got the basic hand down, let's talk about a few situations that make beginners want to give up entirely. The fist, holding an object, and hands from the back. Fist first. The instinct is to draw a fist like a smooth little ball with some lines scribbled on for knuckles. Please don't do that. It looks like a stress toy. A fist is still built on that same palm box. It just gets shorter and thicker, because the fingers are curling in and stacking on top of each other. You'll actually see the knuckle row as a slightly bumpy line across the top. Not a flat one. And the thumb, it wraps over the curled fingers, usually resting around the fist two knuckles. It does not tuck inside the fist like you're hiding a secret. That one mistake alone is responsible for about 90% of weird-looking fists on the internet. Now, holding an object, pencil, cup, sword, doesn't matter. The biggest fix here is simple. The hand does not close into a flat fist shape and then get an object glued on top of it afterward. The finger should curl around the actual shape of the thing they are holding. So before you even draw the fingers, lightly sketch the object first, then wrap the palm and fingers around it like they're actually gripping it. Fingers bend at those same shortening segments we already talked about. Just now they're curling around a curve instead of curling in on themselves. Do that, and suddenly your character isn't just floating the hand near a sword, they're actually holding it. Last one, hands from the back. This one trips people up because you lose the palm shape entirely, and suddenly you're just staring at knuckles and wondering where everything went. Good news, the same wedge and segment rules still apply, you're just seeing the top side of them instead of the palm side. The knuckles show as small bumps at the base of each finger, and the fingers themselves still taper and shot in the exact same way. The only real new thing to notice is the little bumps where the knuckles are, and that the thumb tucks slightly out to the side rather than curling toward you. Alright, quick pause. If this is actually helping, hit subscribe. Genuinely helps me keep making these, and means you won't miss the next one. We've got proportions and pose stuff coming too. Okay, let's actually use this. I'm gonna draw a hand from scratch, using literally everything we just talked about. Palm shape first, keeping it a little rounded, not a stiff square. Finger wedge fanning out from the top, middle finger longest, the rest carving off that soft line instead of standing dead straight. Each finger broken into those shortening segments as it goes up. Thumb coming in low, off its own angle, nowhere near that top row. And now, a little curl through the fingers, a bit of overlap, so it doesn't look like it's frozen midways, and that is a hand that actually looks like a hand. Not a claw, not a mitten, an actual hand. So, to recap, palm shaped first, fingers fan from a wedge with the middle one longest, thumb sits low and angled on its own. Add a little curl so it's not stiff, and whether you're doing a fist, holding something, or drawing the hand from behind, the same shapes just rotate and adjust. They don't change completely. And hey, if you'd like a free reference sheet with different hand angles and perspectives, going from easy to hard, I've got one for you inside Artgies, my art community. Structured lessons, feedback on your actual drawings, all that. Links below if you want it. Drop a comment and tell me which hand pose destroys you the most. Fifth, holding something, hands from the back. I genuinely want to know what to cover next. See you in the next one.